Okay, hello everyone. My name is Prakash Kolsetti. You are in the Digital Ocean complete tutorial playlist. So, I'm going to discuss two most important and interesting features of the distillation. Those were snapshots and spaces. Firstly, let's talk about snapshots. Okay, so what is meant by snapshot? As the name suggests, the snapshot is an on-demand copy of your droplets. You might be create a droplet based on the last tutorials. It might take you an hour, it might take you an 2 hours, but it is an expensive affair, right? So when you want to access data on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, you just can't keep the data completely on the server. It will be costly. They will charge more, but it is also a costly affair to add the droplet, create the droplet, delete the droplet, and again after a week you come and again try to create the droplet. It will every week you will be almost spending an hour or 2 hours on the same thing. So that's where the future of snapshot comes in the picture. Okay, now what does a snapshot mean? Snapshot is exactly called as an image of your server. You can rebuild the droplet based on the snapshot. So now I'm going to show how a snapshot works, how to create a snapshot, how to recover droplet from the snapshot. Let's dive in. Oh, okay. So just go on to the take a snapshot button. Then you just have to the. I actually had a almost same snapshot there. You can see it by the name Docker shot. It's a you can see the size of it. You can see the region of it. You can see when it was created. Then if you want to create a new snapshot, you just choose a as there are options, choose a droplet or volume, enter the image name. Now coming on to the pricing details of the snapshot, it almost cost 0.05 GB per month, which is relatively cheaper than effectively keeping everything on server, right? It is relatively cheaper actually. 0.05 GB per month. So you can store as much data as you want, as much droplet as you want as just an image. Snapshot is effectively actually mean as a backup actually. I'll show that also. Okay. So yeah, here you can create backups, but backup is more costly than a snapshot. If you see there, backups add 20% to the monthly droplet cost actually. So you so the snapshot is relatively cheaper than backups. Now let's go into how to create a snapshot. Okay. You can see I already had a droplet of out VPC we already created in the previous lectures. It was on Ubuntu, its size is there. Now coming on to the terminal again. I'll just write something onto the droplet so that when you recover from the, when you recover from the snapshot, you'll actually will just compare both the snapshot and the real thing. Okay. So I'm writing some secret or text in it. Um, I'm checking is the server Nginx is on or not. Now I'll see. Yeah, it is on. Its status is completely on. It is active and running. So I'm coming back. Now I'll turn off this droplet so that I'll create the snapshot and I'll just show the whether the same droplet is coming back or not. So I turned off this droplet. You can see the green light is on, green light is off there. So it means that the droplet is turned off. Now I want to take a snapshot. I'm writing the snapshot name. I took the snapshot. You can see the down there. The snapshot is creating actually. Okay. So I created my first snapshot. So then the next thing is if you want to create a droplet out of that snapshot, you just go like just normally as told in the previous lectures, you can just refer it how to create a droplet. Just go on to the button of creating the droplet. But when you done creating the droplets in the last lectures, you might have choose the distribution as Ubuntu or Mac OS or something like that. But now you should not choose the distribution. You should go to the snapshots as shown here. Okay, there are the two snapshots I already created. You have to select the snapshot. You We created the snapshot which is on Ubuntu, so I am selecting that. Then I have to choose a plan. Okay, here comes the part. Like if you when I was creating the snapshot, I choose the plan as $5 per month plan, which is 1 GB, 1 CPU thing. So I can change the plan into anything above that. But if you choose the plan of $80 per month when you are creating the snapshot, you can't use any snapshots below that. You can use $160 per month plan. I mean, you can use 32 GB 8 CPUs plan, but you can't use any plan below that. You have to be minimum like using 16 GB or 6 CPUs. It is just because the data of your snapshot is not stored in a single location. It was stored across the thing. It was distributed. So you can't just go for the small amount of plan after fixing it again. So as I have choose the $5 plan, I'm just showing the same. Then I can choose the data center region. You can choose the you can choose what are the data center region in where you are based on where you are. Okay, so I'm activating SHS keys. How many droplets I have to create? Only one. Then I'm just keeping my hostname as my first recovery. Then creating a droplet. Then fine, coming up back into the terminal. I'll check out whether the new droplet, my first recovery droplet, you can see it is going on. It is working or not. So I'll check whether I created a file in the last droplet, right? I'll just check if the same thing is coming here or not. So yeah, okay. Okay, you can see where in the droplet I created, I kept password equals 1 2 3 4 5 6. Then when I'm creating this droplet again from the snapshot of the droplet, again I'm getting the same thing in the text. So what what do we understand? Like based on relatively cheaper, you can create the backup of your droplet. That's where the snapshot comes in. You can easily take the current status of the object. You can see the same thing Nginx is coming again. Okay. Actually, droplet shown the droplet we actually created was again created using the snapshot. You can see the password equals 1 2 3 4 5 6 is coming again.